Welcome to Lair the Alchemist, where we discuss all things heavy metal and hard rock. On today's episode, another in my series of ranking the songs on an album. I did this with Def Leppard's Pyromania, where I take the songs on the record, rank them from my least favorite to my most favorite song. And I had a lot of fun with it, so I thought I would make the challenge a little more difficult and pick one of my favorite hard rock albums of all time from one of my favorite bands, and that's AC/DC's 1979 Highway to Hell. What's there to say about this record? It's a classic, it's legendary. Sadly, the last album with Bon Scott, the first album with Mutt Lange as the producer, so it sonically sounds fantastic. So this is not easy to do because this is a 10 out of 10 record for me, but I forced myself to come up with a list here. We've got 10 songs on the album. Side 1 starts with Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush. Side 2 starts with Shot Down in Flames, Get It Hot, If You Want Blood, You Got It, Love Hungry Man, and Night Prowler. All right, so 10 songs from my least favorite to my favorite. Number 10 for me is Get It Hot. This is the only song on this record to me that just feels a little throwaway. I like it, it's catchy, but it just doesn't have kind of that special quality that a lot of the other songs on here do. The lyrics feel a little throwaway, which is kind of strange from Bon. I mean, Get It Hot, I'm not even sure what that means exactly. Let's go, have fun, I don't know. But it's just kind of, it's a quick song. It is fun, but it just doesn't have sort of the special quality that a lot of the other songs on this album do for me. At number 9, I've got Beating Around the Bush. I do love the main guitar riff in this. The guitars sound great on this whole record, especially on this one. I like the feel of it, that stop-start thing with Bon and his vocals and the way the song kind of builds and gets really kind of frantic towards the end. But it just lands at number 9 for me on this list because there's just songs on here that are just so strong. Okay, number 8 is Love Hungry Man, and I could see other people maybe putting this one as their least favorite on the record because it is kind of a strange one, but I love Bon's melody in it. I love the feel of it. It's sort of this mid-tempo song, and the bass, which is very odd for AC/DC. Usually the bass is very straightforward. He actually has this little like bass lick. It's kind of like a signature thing of the song, which I think is really cool. I like the feel of it. I like Bon's delivery in it and sort of the play on words. Love Hungry Man, gonna make a meal out of you. I like the way the song builds. I like the way the song ends, you know, where Bon, that line of Love Hungry Man, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I think that's really, really cool. So I just think it's an interesting song. It's a little bit different feel for AC/DC on this record, you know, and it kind of has its own spot. So that's why I put it there. Okay, number 7, Girls Got Rhythm. This is fun, catchy lyrics. Bon, his tongue-in-cheek innuendos playing with words is great. Love the main riff in this. Love Angus's guitar solo. Love the upbeat rock and feel. The background vocals are cool on this. This is Mutt Lange's influence. One of his influences on this, I think, is, you know, I always liked AC/DC's background vocals. That has sort of a gang background vocal thing, but Mutt Lange seemed to bring out a little bit more of that too. And then, like, this song is a good example. And the chorus of this, when you've got the background vocals and everything, I think sound really cool. Okay, number 6 is Night Prowler, last song on the record. I love the guitar solo at the beginning there. Angus's guitar solo. I love Angus's playing. He's got so much feeling in all his notes and those bends. He does these slow, big bends. The feel of the song is really cool. It's kind of slow but heavy. Has a little bit of a dark vibe to it. I love the chorus. This is another AC/DC thing that I like, where the background vocals are there, but Bon plays around those vocals a little bit. So, you know, the Night Prowler and Bon is just kind of loose around that, over the top. Make a mess of you. I just think the vocals are great. I love sort of the idea of it, you know, this guy sort of stalking and everything, and just the riffs and everything. It's an awesome way to end the record, and you know, it goes out there on those final words from Bon there, Shazbot Nanu Nanu from Mork and Mindy. So cool song, I really like it. Okay, we are at number 5, and Shot Down in Flames. cool riffs, great guitar solo. I love Angus's like pick slides in it. Love Bond's lyrics, his sort of storytelling in nature. You know, he's shot down in flames trying to pick up a chick or something, and she shoots him down. Just a fun song, really cool. Love the groove of it. Love that main riff. All right, number 4 is, this may be a little surprising. Some people might have had this higher, Highway to Hell. I mean, this is a great, great rock anthem. It's really the first AC/DC song that I heard. I've told my story that it was You Shook Me All Night Long. I heard that, and that really ignited it for me. But I do remember hearing Highway to Hell on the radio, and it's sort of making me sit up and catching my ear. But at the time, I don't think I even knew it was AC/DC or who it was. Super catchy chorus. Bond's melody line and vocal delivery on this is just fantastic. It is a great song. It's a great hard rock anthem, you know, one of AC/DC's biggest songs. When you just hear that opening guitar riff there, so cool. But we've got some other songs on here that are just so cool. It just knocked Highway to Hell down to number 4 for me. I mean, at this point, all these songs are 10 out of 10s. All right, number 3 for me is Walk All Over You. I just really dig the darker, more ominous vibe to this one. I love the way the song starts. And Phil Rudd has like those, the chords are hanging, and Phil Rudd's doing those, those big drum fills and everything sound really great. The riff in it is cool. I love the way the intro is slow and those big hanging chords, and then it gets really, really driving. Bond's delivery in this. Bond was great, and I've talked about this before. Like the last verse of a song, he would take the melody line up higher, and he does that in this, and it just sounds great. Another really cool background vocal thing, the way the chorus drops down into like a halftime feel is just, I love it. It's just so cool. I love this song. It's kind of a deep cut in some ways. I mean, I know that they played this on this tour. I don't think they've ever done this with Brian Johnson. That would be cool to hear them break this one back out again, because I really do love this one. Number 2 for me is If You Want Blood, You Got It. Oh, this is just such a driving, rocking tune. The main riff there, Bond's lyrics and everything, it's just great. The chorus is huge. When the chorus comes around, you want to sing out loud with it. This is another one that's kind of a deep cut. I don't know if, I'm sure they played this live. I don't know if I've ever heard a live version of this. I'll have to look up and see. I'm guessing that they did, but I don't think it was one that was on that tour. If they played it, I don't think they played it a lot. Maybe some people can comment down below. I don't think I've ever heard it's sung by Brian. That would be really interesting. But I just love this song. I love the groove in it, the riffs, and just the driving nature of it. It's such a cool song. All right, and number 1 for me is probably my favorite Bon Scott song. One of my favorite AC/DC songs, "Touch Too Much." This is just an absolutely incredible song. So well written. The main groove of it, it's kind of laid back and in the pocket. It has a little bit of a minor key, dark vibe to it. Bond's melody line, the lyrics, his vocal performance. I love when the song drops down and it's doing the touch too much in the background vocals. Just great. One of my favorite Bon Scott performances. The chord progression and just sort of the main groove of it. It's just locked in so tight. AC/DC was so good at finding a groove, locking into it, and making it work. This is just a great example of this. And maybe this is the influence of Mutt Lange too. It is doesn't feel like there's a wasted minute really on any of these songs on this whole record, but this one especially is just like such a well-written song, so well done. Love it. One of my favorite AC/DC songs of all time, and probably one of my favorite or top favorite Bon Scott songs of all time. All right, there you go. Ranking the songs on AC/DC's Highway to Hell. So hard to do because this is such a classic album. Let me know down below how you guys would rank the songs, or maybe your favorite songs on it or your least favorite songs. Let me know down below, and until we see you again, make sure you rock hard, ride free.